Welcome to Bharat Shakti, sir. Tell me about symposium. What is this symposium all about, and what is this exhibition all about?
This symposium we were looking at that we should be able to get the best of technologies, that the niche technology which can be used in the Northern Command, point number one. Secondly, we are more concerned about the drones and counter drones technology, which are a kind of a challenge along our borders. Besides this, we were also looking at various system integrators which we need, because the individual development of so many items which take place, we need a system integrator. And fourthly, what we are looking at the high altitude clothing, which is something a big challenge for us because our troops are employed in high altitude and super high altitude as well as glacier, so we require clothing for them.
What kind of synergy you are hoping with the Indian domestic industry?
See, we have come a long way. If you remember that 10 years back, it was a taboo to meet the vendors. Today, if you see, I'm speaking to you while standing in a stand of a vendor, it means the trust which was required to be developed from both the sides, it's there. And the risk appetite from both the sides to jointly join hands together and develop the equipment or the requirements, understanding to be together, that is being achieved by this.
Does Indian domestic industry cater to your demand vis-a-vis the standoff at the LAC? You need a specific kind of weapons, equipment. Do you get that?
See, that is where the major difference comes. What happens when you import from outside, it is not customized or custom made for the Indian requirement. It is something which is made in a market, you pick up and use it. And thereafter you have to adapt your requirements accordingly. Whereas in the present case, when the vendor belongs to your own location, who has been sitting with you when you conceptualize a particular thing, when you plan it, what happens, the advantage is you are joining the hands together and then developing a product. Therefore, it is fully customized by the time it reaches a output stage.
General, tell me one thing. What kind of specific equipment or the weapons you have deployed during this 2 years?
In last 2 years, what has happened, the emergency procurement has helped us in a big way. Before that also, under the fast track procedure, we had imported certain items, and also simultaneously we kind of manufactured certain items which were part of Atmanirbharta. Some RT guns which have been manufactured, you are aware, some rockets which have been manufactured, the helicopters which you are seeing are being produced in a big way. Similarly, presently the requirement is what we are looking at is the drones along the borders to ensure that we are able to carry out deep surveillance. And that is something which we have been able to get some. We are aspiring for more because we are wanting the best of the technology to come to India.
What is your assessment at the LAC right now? What is the current status?
As far as the LAC is concerned, it is stable, but the situation as of today is under heightened alert. We do not want the repeat of April 2020. Therefore, we are making sure that we get adequate warning of any misadventure which takes place. Our forces are deployed in a calibrated manner so that any misadventure is reciprocated in a strong manner.
And what about with the in fact talks which is going on? What is your expectations out of these talks, and how far it will go like this?
Firstly, army man always looks at optimism. Any war which begins must come to an end. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe after 10 days, or maybe after 100 days. Similarly, the situation which is along the LAC will become normal, and the negotiations will make sure that we are able to resolve this issue. The condition is that is it meeting our aspiration, our requirements? That is something which is a firm stand by us, that it must meet the country's aspirations.
And what about you said India has got the strategic patience to deal with China? So how do you describe this?
See, as far as patience is concerned, it is a term which I can say is an abstract noun. Now, when we talk about this, it means that are we ready to wait, or we are trying to show the hurry that we want it to be quickly resolved. What we have said that there are some preconditions which should be met before the relations calm down between the two countries, and that is what I am referring to as strategic patience.
Thank you, Jan.